Hello everybody, Stuart from Content Villain here, and I just wanted to make this video to go over a new model we've been working on, which is an NLP rephrasing model. This will complement our short text rephrasing model, which changes the tone of text and can be a bit wild at times, or our longer rephrasing model, which can take up to 10,000 characters and provides you a good basis for editing, but the long one will require editing. This NLP rephrasing model is built with an engine that really takes a text and it also looks at the grammar. It understands what's going on. It switches some of the grammar around. It makes some sentences longer. It makes some sentences shorter. And it also sort of just changes the way it is ever so slightly. It might change a word here and there. It might not. It might change a sentence, a full stop, it might change a comma, So this was something that I thought was worth adding to Content Villain to give you the option, and it's something that can take about 600 words at a time. So if you are doing long form, then you'll have to split it up into paragraphs and enter them one after the other, but that really isn't a problem. Another advantage of this is it provides 4 outputs at a time, so that's pretty solid. You can see that you can get to it from the text rewriting menu on the left. It's here under NLP rephrasing. If you wanted to get to it from the dashboard, you can go to text rewriting, and that's going to show up under this category, and it's here. And you'll see that I have starred it, so it appears here at the top, which you can do if you find yourself using it a lot. So we can go into the model, and it's going to load up. And it's a standard sort of generation screen that we have at Content Villain, which will be getting reworked very, very soon. And we can put the text that we want to rephrase in here. Now, I always like to use this random paragraph generator because it gives you random paragraphs and you can use them for testing, so it's great. So we have this one. Mary Lou wore the tiara of pride. There was something that made doing anything she didn't really want to do a bit easier when she wore it. She really didn't care what those staring through the window were thinking as she vacuumed her apartment. We all love to vacuum in a tiara. It's how we get done in the world. This is going to take 10 to 20 seconds based on the length of text that you put in, and you're going to get something back out. So Mary Lou wore the tiara of pride. You see that it's taken out the full stop and it's put an and in here. And there was something that made doing anything she didn't really want to do a bit easier when she wore it. She really didn't care what was looking through the window for as she vacuumed her apartment. So it's made some sentences longer and it's just sort of changed it a bit. Mary Lou wore the tiara of pride, and when she wore it, there was something that made it a bit easier to do anything she didn't really want to do. And she really didn't care what those who stared at her window thought as she vacuumed her apartment. So this has made it into a very long sentence. Mary Lou wore the tiara of pride. There was something that made doing anything she did not want to do a little easier when she wore it. She really didn't care what those who saw through the window were thinking when she vacuumed her apartment. So it's slight tweaks here and there within the text, and I think that this model can be combined with other models to give you some really good results. And if you're just looking for a way to write your paragraphs slightly differently, then again, this can be a good option for that. And if we do another one just to show you, it's going to load and it's going to give you the output any second now. There are different types of secrets. She had held several of them during her life, but this one was different. It was the kind of secret that could gnaw away at your insides if you didn't tell anyone about it, but it could end up giving you death if you did so. So that's quite nice. It's given you different words. It's changed quite a bit of that. Different types of secrets. She kept plenty of them during her life, but this one was different. She found herself holding on to the worst type. It was the kind of secret that could be eaten away at your insides if you didn't tell someone about it, but it could end up getting you killed if you did. So these are some quite nice rewrites, and I'll go over these here. And yeah, remember, you can always edit any of these directly. If you wanted to change any of the text, you can get more outputs by hitting the button. You can send it to a web host, save the content, copy it, translate it, do what you want with it. But this is another model, another NLP model that we're giving to you guys. So try it out. Let me know your thoughts. The day will come when we'll stumble across something which is God tier when it comes to rephrasing. We're still trying to find that God tier product, but I think this one really has strengths in a lot of areas, and I've enjoyed using it and enjoyed testing with it. So I'd be very interested to know your thoughts. It's very much a standard. Here is your text. Let's change the grammar. Let's change a bit of the words to get a different output. But I like this model because it takes a very in-depth approach to actually provide readable outputs. So it's not just spinning stuff and giving you something that doesn't make sense. It's giving you outputs that you can actually read and understand and use sort of straight away. So try it out today. The NLP rephrasing model is now live on Content Villain. You can try out Content Villain today at contentvillain.com. We just launched our new website where you have a free trial to get on this web app. So please do sign up if you're interested. We'd love to see you, and we'd love to hear how you can use this product to make better content faster. Thank you.